A Zen Master says, "Consider water and ice. In essence, how do they differ? Ice creates a physical obstruction, which is like the ties that bind living beings. Water's nature is to be all-pervasive, which is like the complete purity of the Buddha mind." A modern meditation teacher, Joko Beck, has this to say: "To protect ourselves, we freeze as hard as we can, and hope that when we collide with others, they will shatter before we do. We freeze because we're afraid. Our fear makes us rigid, fixed and hard, and we create mayhem as we bump into others. Any obstacle or unexpected difficulty is likely to shatter us." And so Pema Chodron says, "Don't let life harden your heart." These quotes get at the idea that the accumulative effect of meeting difficulties in life can make us hard-hearted, perhaps intolerant, irritable, less likely to maintain an open heart and mind. We close ourselves off to the world in an effort to protect ourselves. It's an understandable reaction. Perhaps on occasion it may be appropriate for the sake of self-preservation to shield yourself from the knocks of life. But if we allow it to become a habit, it can instill an unhelpful reaction in us, causing problems for us later on. It is this inner self-cherishing that Buddhism warns us against. So in our practice, we are moving in the opposite direction. We are responding in a different way to hardship, difficulties and challenges. Rather than closing down around a limited sense of self, allowing ourselves to freeze up and become rigid and unyielding as we hope to endure and strengthen ourselves against the world. Instead, we are actually finding a great strength and true resilience by allowing our defences to melt away, by allowing the distinction between self and other to dissolve, indeed, by allowing the very thing we seek to defend to be let go of. We are letting ourself melt away and finding a sense of peace, relief and freedom in this melting. The Zen approach to conflict asks us to do what seems anti-intuitive. We are softening to it, opening our hearts up to it, inviting the problems in. As the narrow self-identification melts away, we can discover that a wider sense emerges, one that includes everything but holds on to nothing, allowing us to remain open, flexible, able to see from a grander perspective. Just as in meditation, when apparent distraction arises, our awareness of it invites it to become part of the whole. We soften to it and include it. We are creating a non-reactive space, a place in which whatever arises is allowed to do so, and is able to unfold freely without causing us any disturbance. So, for the next 20 minutes, let's invite ourselves to let go, to melt into the present moment, like ice into free-flowing water. We can start by checking in with ourselves. What is your inner experience right now? How does it feel inside? What is the emotional tone of your present moment experience? What is the present state of your heart and mind? I'm going to invite you to just sit for a moment, opening up to whatever is here to be experienced. Is there any tension here in this moment? Any rigidity? Any sense of holding on? Where in your body do you tend to carry this tension? Perhaps in the shoulders, in the chest, or the stomach. You can scan these areas, and being aware of any tension, just notice it and let it be. And now turn your attention to the breath, as it flows naturally in and out of your body. As you watch it, pay particular attention to the soothing nature of the out-breath. The gentle, warming breath is like a comforting heat. Allow your sense of the breath, as it flows into the stomach and the chest, to generate and radiate a delightful sense of warmth. Invite any sense of tension, rigidity, or holding on in the stomach and in the abdomen to be melted gradually away by this warming breath. Just as when you relax and let go, when settling down into a hot bath. With each out-breath, just let it all go. Now, returning to the areas of tension you identified earlier, or indeed any areas in the body in which a sense of tension, hardness, rigidity or holding on is vivid for you in this moment. As the tension appears in your awareness, invite the warmth of the breath into this area. As you inhale, the warmth you have generated is sent deep into those areas of tension. Invite the breath into these areas as deeply as you can. Really open up to it. Where normally you might grasp or cling internally, allow your inner defences to drop and invite the warming breath in. And as you exhale, the warmth of the out-breath can take its effect on the area, warming, softening, melting away the tension. The breath warms everything it touches. The tension can just melt out of the muscles, the tendons, even out of the bones and the skin. Every physical sensation of the body can be allowed to just soften and gradually melt away with the out-breath. Perhaps it even starts to evaporate out of the pores of the skin. You may feel that the very boundary between you and the world can start to dissolve. As you sit here, breathing, the warmth is now radiating throughout your entire body. The breath has entered every cell and is melting away every bit of tension it comes into contact with. You no longer have to do a thing. Just watch the breath and the warmth flow through your body. All tensions, sensations, distractions and thoughts that arise within this awareness are immediately included within this radiating heat. This is your pure awareness, your true heart. It effortlessly includes every aspect of experience right now. It naturally softens and includes everything that arises, transforming rigidity and tension into a free-flowing, all-pervasive light and warmth. No longer bound by icy reactivity, the heart is set free and can find its natural rest in the flow of experience. No longer threatened by change and uncertainty, the true heart finds stability and peace even amidst the ever-flowing sensations of your experience. By knowing and seeing all, the true heart finds its liberation. Just as the water, melting away from ice, can flow freely, joining the streams, the rivers, and the ocean. I'm going to ring the bell and invite you to remain in this vast, open awareness, this warming sensation that includes everything and effortlessly melts away all tension into a wide, open, free, and all-pervasive sense of space and light and warmth.